Okay, hi guys. I've been put in this situation by y'all and by my team, wherein I've basically been asked to go ahead and record a video on certain questions that y'all have come up with, which y'all want me to go ahead and answer. So this is the unclean, or rather the unshaven look that I have as of now. This is what the COVID times have brought us to. So yeah, so forgive me for that. Can't really go ahead. This is something, खेती है नहीं हटाएंगे अभी. So let's get started with the questions. Let's look at what it is that you all have gone ahead and put forth for me. I'm expecting few of them to be interesting and a couple of them to actually be your means of going ahead and having fun at my disposal. I'm sure you all will do that. So let's see. Okay, first question. What are your thoughts on Binod? Okay, interesting. So first and foremost, I've not really had a look at these questions beforehand. First time I'm having a look at these questions. So, okay, my thoughts on Binod. So I'll be frank. First time I heard about Binod, it reminded me of that Kahani movie. The movie Kahani, Vidya Balan, wherein the movie revolved around Vidya rather than Vidya, and how it is pronounced in the eastern part of India. So I thought Binod was actually a mistake. It was somebody named Vinod who, and it was pronounced as Binod. And as is the norm, as normally things do happen, mistakes go ahead and become more popular than things that we do right. So yes, Binod went ahead and became popular because of that. But yeah, no, nothing really specifically to Binod. It's just another fad. You had a lot of fads. Pokemon Go was a fad to go ahead and play with. So 15, 20 days, nobody will even be thinking about this and be like, "Acha, what was Binod? Kya tha wo?" So yeah, that's about it from Binod's perspective. Let's have a look at what else is in store. Okay, I am so fragile that if you say my name, you will break me. What am I? I am so fragile that if you state my name, if I say your name, I will break you. So it's a puzzle. If I state your name, I will break you. Um, uh, Silence. If I state silence's name, I will break silence. Quietude, yeah. So I think it's silence, if I'm not wrong. If I state the name silence, I will break the silence because I would have said something, there'll be sound. So yeah, I think it's silence. Is he the son of Gautam Puri? Okay, very, very interesting. So I'd love to know who asked this question. First time ever a father-son duo will have the same first name but different surnames. So, had I been the son of Gautam Puri, I would probably have been something Puri, or it might have been Gautam Puri Jr. or whatever. It wouldn't have been Gautam Baba. So, no, I'm not the son of Gautam Puri. But yeah, he's a mentor of mine. So, great. But no, I'm not a son of Gautam Puri. What's the most funniest naughty moment happened since his childhood in relation with cricket? Ooh, most funniest, naughtiest moment. Naughtiest moment. Interesting. Naughtiest moment. Hmm, tricky one. Naughtiest. Uh, I'll probably state, uh, it wasn't naughty. I think it was clever. Uh, I've kept wickets as well in school while playing cricket. Used to play during our lunch break, or used to reach school early in when we were young, probably in class 4, 5, 6, 7. Reach school early, half an hour early to play, half an hour even before classes started. So as a wicket keeper, going around and probably as a keeper sledging, enjoying the sledging opportunity that I would get with the batsman in front of me, and then kind of make them tremble, and on many occasions thereby using stumping to my advantage, kind of enticing the batsman to go ahead and hit by sledging him or her. Funny sledges, can't really share what those sledges were here, not really happening for this platform. But yeah, I think that would be it. Funniest, naughty story. I have a lot of cricket stories. Most of them, cricket. I'm quite serious about cricket, so I don't think I have a lot of funny or naughty stories in and around cricket. Yeah. In which Hogwarts house would you be sorted? Which fictional character you like the most? Ooh, interesting. Which Hogwarts house? Gryffindor? That's what Pottermore stated. So I know I tried it out. It did state Gryffindor to me. So I'll go ahead. Pottermore jo bolta hai sahi hai. So it would be Gryffindor. Which fictional character? Wow, that's really interesting. That's difficult. Chandler? Chandler from Friends. Sarcastic humor, sarcasm. I don't know whether I'm funny or not, but people do tell me I am. Sometimes I have the ability to be funny. I don't think this video is a testament to the same though. But yeah, probably Chandler. I would love to feel like I'm like Chandler because sarcasm is something that I enjoy. Yeah. So yeah, perhaps Chandler. Yeah. Actually, mixture. Probably a mixture of Chandler and Joey. I love my food. So yeah, difficult. But yeah, probably more Chandler than Joey, but probably a good mixture between Chandler and Joey. How old were you when you realized cricket is your first love? Is there a second love? Interesting, very interesting. How old were you when you realized cricket is your first? How old was I when I realized that? I think I was about three and a half, four. 91, 92, Sachin playing in Australia, the 92 World Cup happening there. Really enjoyed the way he used to play. I started following Sachin since then. So yeah, probably 92 is when I started really loving cricket. First love, well, 96, I would say. The 96 World Cup had the opportunity to be there. Was disappointed, also to see how India was ousted out of the World Cup versus Sri Lanka. But I think 96, seeing how Sachin played, the way he toyed around with the bowlers, had a brilliant World Cup. I think, yeah, that is when I probably realized cricket is something that I really enjoy. And I started playing a lot of cricket at that time as well. I have a lot of fond memories of playing cricket with my father every night after he used to come back from work. So yeah, I think cricket became a way of life at that point in time. Every single day I used to play. So yeah, is there a second love? So the question is there a second love? The answer is yes, and that's where it ends. Who, what, why, not happening. Okay. Share a story when you screw everything up, but no one ever found out it was you. Okay, if I share that, then all of you all do end up finding out that it was me. So I'm not really sharing that. Have been a few instances when I have screwed up. I think very normal for all of us to do that. We play around and we do a lot of stuff. But yeah, I have a couple of instances which I'm not too proud of. Playing the fool in my class. Have a lot of memories of doing a lot of funny stuff, naughty stuff in school, wherein the blame was never put on me because it just wasn't identified that it was me. But no, I'm not really going to go ahead and own up as to what it was. It's not happening because now then everybody finds out what it was. So no, thank you. Do you feel that love triangles or love in general has the potential to be the toughest LR problem in the world? Bhai Sahab, who came up with these questions? The questions are probably more interesting. Do you feel that love triangles have the potential to be the toughest LR problems in the world? Oh, absolutely. Because the answer to this problem does not lie in the information given in the question. So in LR, at least the answer is in the information given in the mother data or in the options in the question. The answer in love triangles or love in general is not given in the question or even in the mother data. It is generally dependent on the other person. So not much of control that you have over it. So yeah, toughest. The answer doesn't lie in the data. It just cannot be determined, but it has to be determined. So yeah, very tough. Okay, that's about it. Thank you, everyone. Interesting questions. Thanks a lot for that. And as always, thanks for all the wishes for Teachers Day. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Thank you.